Hello guys, it's Kimirafer and welcome to a Call of Duty World War II video. So yeah, anyway, this is one of my old gameplays and the last gameplay I've got stocked up, so I guess I'll have to play this weekend. Anyway, so this is on the patch notes of probably the biggest patch I've seen yet in a Call of Duty ever. It's humongous, so it's a long gameplay. I've got time. I just hope I can render it in time. That's the issue. Anyway, I'll do my best. Let's get through this. First off, paint shop was added. Finally, I'll probably cover it in another video later on. But yeah, paint jobs are in. Can customize your weapon now. All fancy and dandy. Division's overhaul changes. I will explain that later on. Let's get through the other things first. New teamed HQ. I honestly don't know what it is. I'll be honest, I have no idea, and I haven't played yet, so I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it. Charlie Intel hasn't posted on it, so I don't know. Emblem gallery, recent and trending tabs. That's nice because previously it was only trending, I think, or most downloaded, and there was always a 50 same emblems, of which at least 30 were duplicates of one another. So yeah. Anyway. Getting into connectivity, spawns, performance, split screen, mechanics, fixes, whatever. It's a whole bunch of smaller things. Pushed out phase 1 of memory error fix. Basically, there's I read this as there's gonna be some more fixing later on with memory errors. I don't know, we'll see. Fixed crash and functionality loss issues in public match menu. Fixed issue where map voting would occasionally show 2 of the same options. A fixed issue where afterlife and return to sender medals were being incorrectly awarded. I've had that. I mean, like at the first moment you think like, what the fuck is happening, and then you're like, oh well, I don't care. So yeah. Next up, fixed issue where split screen players were kicked after receiving their login bonus. Fixed split screen issues on shipment. Fixed split screen issues in prop hunt where player 2 does not have functionality. Fixed performance issues with scrolling rapidly in menus. Fixed issues where players were kicked from a lobby when accessing special helmets. And then maps. Fixed for loading screen issues for war mode on intercept. And fixed issue with war mode on Operation Neptune where trying to start a custom match resulted in an error message and a crash. That's it for the maps. Then UI fixes, various UI fixes and improvements, menus. Okay, there's a whole list, I won't go through everything. Basically they made it better, whatever. Fixed issue where leave match and quit to desktop buttons and MP were not functioning properly. This is mostly PC. Then audio, fixed audio issues in the HQ theater. Okay, I know that's, I think, mostly for PS4 because no one even uses the theater. It's only used on PlayStation for some people to watch TWL. That's basically everything. Trust me on this. The weapons and score streaks, various weapon art and animation improvements, fixed issue where STG-44s appeared with 2 iron sights, fixed an issue where players had problems respawning in a match while using the Battlewatch 2 variant of the M1941 Johnson. Fixed issue where players were not able to shoot care packages out of the sky by shooting the parachute. Never had any of these problems, so yeah. Then there's a score streak cost change for CWL rules. This does not impact public match, so don't look at it. Then game battles, Codcaster, esports mode. I'll just skip this, and zombies as well, because this is for multiplayer. Then the changes to the division system. Let's get into it. It's a whole bunch. Anyway, so for division level ups, they've mostly been changed. Some have remained the same, but yeah, the division specific attachments are now either an equipable attachment but still on the same weapons they were originally on, or they are standardly included. This includes the bipod for LMGs and I think, yeah, a sharpshooter for snipers. Those are standard now. All the others are now equipable and you get one more create a class slot. So infantry, the 4 levels. 1 additional primary attachment, so that takes it up to 4 attachments. Second pistol attachment and swap weapons faster is level 2. And third, while aiming down sights have less idle sway. And 4, move faster while aiming. Change a bit, not too much. Airborne, fire guns while sprinting and diving. This used to be a basic training and now it is just airborne. Then reload while sprinting. I think this was airborne previously, I don't know. Climb over obstacles faster and no damage from falling. And then lastly, sprint faster over time. This I think was either a perk in World War II or in a previous Call of Duty. Previous Call of Duty, I'm sure I've seen it, but this one I don't know. I can't remember, I'll be honest. Armored. Takes significantly less explosive and fire damage. That was also in there previously. Immune to shell shock and tactical equipment. Increased bullet penetration through surfaces. And greatly reduced flinch when shot. Then Mountain. Invisible to enemy recon aircraft and control streaks. Killed enemy dead locations. Hidden is level 2. Third, no name or reticle change when enemies aim at you. And fourth, silent movement. So basically Mountain is now the full-on stealth division. So then Expeditionary, double lethal plus tactical and enhanced equipment use. Then munitions replenished from killed enemies and over time. Improved tacticals and easier to destroy war buildables. And lastly, equipment damage paints enemies on minimap. Basically this is espionage with tacticals. And lastly, resistance, minimap indicator and scrambler of close hostiles, that's still the same. Enemy movements are easier to hear. Kills and assists grant intel ping of nearby enemies. This is basically a scavenger pack you pick up and it pushes out a ping in a short distance. And lastly, easier to spot targets and increased minimap coverage. So that's everything. Yeah, so then for all the changes, well, that's all the changes. Yeah, anyway, getting on. Loadout selection changes, LMG, bipod and sniper sharpshooter are automatically available on those weapons, as I said before. Remaining division skills, weapon class attachments are selectable in creator class and no longer given by division. Each division has a 4th perk and their levels have been adjusted and rebalanced. All players have unlimited sprint and sprint speed is slightly lower. These two balance each other out, but infinite sprint is definitely nice because 4 seconds of sprint or 8 with airborne was kinda short. Then 3 primary attachments for all loadouts. 1 piece of both lethal and tactical equipment for all loadouts. Launchers can be equipped for all loadouts, finally. Now that I'm done with launchers, it's equipable for everything. Because face it, that perk was a piece of shit. But you were at a huge disadvantage. There was literally no upside in running it besides getting the launcher, which more often than not would get you killed, especially if you try to kill someone with the M1 bazooka, talking out of own experience. Okay, then there is a new attachment for the rifles, and that is the rifle grenade. Basically a noob tube, you stick it on the barrel of your gun, you shoot it, it explodes, makes people die a horrible death. Sometimes, because apparently it's not that strong. The suppressor is an available attachment for all pistols now. The pistol suppressor has 15% range reduction versus the SMG suppressor's 30% reduction. A couple of basic trainings are no longer in the game, such as Primed and Bang. Prestige tokens spent on these will be refunded and associated challenges are auto-completed. So that's nice. And there are 2 new basic trainings. Blitzkrieg is it basically turns your score streaks into kill streaks, and you can have a 4th streak and all streaks are slightly improved. This varies by streak to streak, so yeah. And then Clandestine Slain enemies drop intel packs that reveal nearby hostiles, bonus intel ping at the start of each life. Then, resistance and infantry shifts, moved second pistol attachments and swap weapons faster to infantry to align it with its marksmanship focus, and filled gap in resistance with enemy movements are easier to hear to align with its counterintelligence focus. Then, weapon and mechanic tuning changes. Sprint speed has been reduced from 1.4x normal speed to 1.3. Launcher effectiveness against player has been reduced. Panzerschreck has been nerfed for damage and projectile speed. Bazooka has buffed rages, buffed projectile speed and nerfed damage. Why does this have nerfed damage? Tell me this. You could barely kill someone pre-patch. Post-patch I expect it to be worse, as it's nerfed, so yeah. Anyway, another reason to never use the bazooka outside of score streak destroys. Bazooka should more reliably give hit markers than before, and increased projectile speed should make it better than Panzer against streaks. My opinion was already better. Okay, it was slower, but Panzerschreck just spiraled into oblivion when you shot it. It almost never went straight, so and that way it was kind of useless to me. Then frag and sticky grenade max damage nerfed by approximately 10%. But 10% max damage reduction to account for all players having both lethal and tactical and address existing complaints of grenade spam. Shell shock and earthquake effects from lethal equipment has been significantly reduced, so that's a smaller rages and duration, because this shit was annoying as fuck. Tactical equipment strength has been adjusted. All tacticals without expeditionary level 4 got a small nerf. Smoke lost 10 seconds, previously was 14. Expeditionary 3 still gives it 14 seconds. Signal flare went from 5 seconds to 3.5 seconds, but Expeditionary 3 pushes it back up to 5.5. Stun effects lost between 1.75 and 3.5 seconds, previously it was 2 to 4. Expeditionary 3 brings it back up to 2.5 to 4.25. Then Tabun gas deals 1 damage every second 5 times, previously it was 10 damage every second 5 times, and Expeditionary 3 is still 5 damage every 0.625 seconds 8 times. They went to mat school, I think. Anyway, then following basic trainings have had their benefits changed. Energetic adds increased sprint speed. Forage adds resupply bullets over time and extra magazines. They remove a couple of things that now are redundant with the new divisions, so I won't go over those. Those are kind of self-explanatory. Ordnance adds killed enemies drop streak packs that fill your meter, removes reroll your care package. Launched adds additional launcher ammunition, and well, it removes the previous benefit of it's the only thing that gives you a fucking launcher. Concussed adds take 2 pieces of lethal and tactical equipment, removes presetting what the equipment is. Instincts adds immune to shell shock and tactical equipment. Then incendiary shells have attachments buffed, gives additional shells, 7 for shotgun, 8 for all other shotguns, and range reduction of shells buffed to minus 10% from minus 15%. Sped up loading of shells for combat shotgun, so it'll be a bit faster now, because that was the most annoying part, because it's you have to load them one by one instead of just a magazine change, so it took long. Now it's less long. M30 rifle bullet ammo buffed, gives 8 bullets instead of 6. LMG bipod has been buffed to grant a higher fire rate, plus 9%, so that's about equal to the rapid fire, and it stacks with rapid fire, most importantly. And firing while mounted additionally draws ammo from reserve, then once exhausted draws from current clip, removing the need to reload. Sniper sharpshooter duration buffed from 4 seconds to 10 seconds, which promotes proper sniping, as they call it. But buffed, take significantly less fire and explosive damage from armored, 80% reduction, and it comes from a 65, so that's a 15% increase. Reduced idle sway from infantry 3 and scoped now affects snipers. 30% reduction for snipers versus all other classes, which is a 65% reduction, and it stacks with ballistic calibration. And buffed the move faster while aiming. That was hard to get out. Move faster while aiming from infantry 4 and scoped. Maintain separation between weapon classes, so sniper is going to be slowest, then LMG, rifle, SMG, and pistol and a shotgun. Pistol and shotgun are on the same level, the others are not. LMGs mostly got their ADS firing speeds buffed since they were very slow even with infantry 4. Snipers got a smaller buff than others since it isn't beneficial to move fast. I mean, it's kind of true, it will just end up fucking up your aim. And then pistols and shotguns already equaled non-ADS speed from infantry 4, so they were not adjusted. And that's it! Finally! Huge patch log. I mean, I've been rambling on for 60 minutes, so that was kind of big. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. My name is Kimirafer as always. I'm signing off. See ya!